Hey, seventh graders, happy Thursday to you. Yesterday, I kind of encouraged you to stay in the saddle till the end of the year. So, in other words, don't jump off the horse before the race is over. Stay in the saddle, finish the race strong. Um, Today, I just want to encourage you to be Colossians 3:23 people. Let me read that verse to you, and you've heard this one before. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord and not for human masters. So right now, God's given us this work of being seventh graders, of being a seventh grade geography teacher. And so that's our job, is to work at it with all our heart. So let's keep it up. Let's stay in the saddle, okay? Today, we're going to compare two islands in the Caribbean. We're going to compare Cuba to Puerto Rico. Okay. Before we do that, I want to go over a couple of words with you, and then I'm going to release you to do your assignment. The first word that I want to go over is the word harbor. It's probably a word that you've heard before, but South Dakota is landlocked, so we probably don't have a ton of experience with harbors. But harbors are where ships can land protected from the open sea. And both Cuba and Puerto Rico have good harbors. So let's just take a look at this. And let's see here. Let me enlarge this map just a little bit. So you can see how a ship could come in off the Caribbean here. And look at this little nook right here, protected from the open waters. Or what if it came in here? Look at this little open nook. Keep coming in here. Ooh, this is a really good one right here. So both Puerto Rico and Cuba have great harbors or places protected from the open sea. All right, the next thing I want us to think about is the type of government is going to affect that country's economy. We said that Cuba and Puerto Rico both had good harbors. That's how they are the same. This, though, is how they are different. Their governments were very different, and so their economies were very different. Cuba was under a dictatorship where the government had complete control over the economy. All right, let me show you this here a second. This is Fidel Castro. He was a very long time ruler of Cuba, and you're going to read about him today. But he was a leader that had complete control. The government owned everything. Now, Puerto Rico was different, where they had more of a democracy or of a republic. So they had a free enterprise economy. In other words, the people had control of the economy. I want to give you an example of that. All right, I'm out here in my garage giving you an example of free enterprise economy, because we in the United States are a democracy or republic like Puerto Rico, and we also have free enterprise. I'm standing out by my husband's work truck. He is a small business owner, and he handles pest control. So if you ever have mice or ants or gross spiders or whatever, you can call him. But anyway, he is in control of his business. So this is his pickup that he bought for his business. And then if you go on the back here, here's all of his equipment and chemicals and the things that he needs and bait for his business. And then he can serve his customers in the way that he sees fit. He can charge them the rates that he feels are fair. And then the income that he makes, he is free to do with it what he wants. Now, of course, there's government regulations he has to follow with chemicals and paying taxes and that kind of thing. But really, there's a lot of freedom for him to do with his business what he thinks is best for him and our family. So that's an example of free enterprise. All right, so there's a heads up with what you're going to be looking at on your own now. Ways that they are alike, great harbors, and ways that they are different, their history, their government, and their economies. So let's take a look at your assignment for today. Don't worry about this because you're all watching the introductory video. But next, you're going to read pages 158 and 159 and answering these questions as you go. Then you're going to do a little map work. There's 2 maps on page 159 for you to look at. Answer these questions about the map. And then finally, you're going to watch this video on Cuba. Make sure you change your font or bold your font as you do that, so you'll answer those few questions about Cuba. All right. So do your best. Contact me with questions. I'm so thankful for all of you. Stay in the saddle. Keep up the great work, Chargers.